So when we first started building our box truck out as a camper, it was met with some skepticism because a lot of people had never heard of that, and they didn't even really know about it. But I'm here to tell you, it really is a thing.
We have met some friends now here at church, which has been really cool. And you introduce yourselves?
I'm Sherry.
I'm Jim.
Yeah.
And you see right there, that's their box truck camper van that they're building. I think it's the same year as
It
ours.
just happens to be the
is.
same year,
Yeah.
same truck.
Yeah.
So we
That's
thought
cool.
it's still in process of being built, and we thought we would show it to you because this is really cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth.
Live simple. You're right. Okay, sometimes we get confused.
I've seen that on the.
Who's supposed to say what here?
Yeah, you okay. I don't know why I did that. Okay.
It's
there you
okay. I love it.
You want Sherry and I to say it for you? Live simple?
Live free.
Okay, how
Okay.
about this? We'll say I'm Bill, I'm Elizabeth, I'm Sherry, I'm Jim, and then you can go on from there. Live simple.
Okay.
Or how about we both say live simple? You
They
guys
say
both
live free.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave the blooper in.
Okay, here we go.
That's the best part.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Jim.
Live simple.
Live free.
Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I?
That's all right.
It's okay.
We did it right.
You did it right.
Are we sure?
Sometimes it takes some coordination to get this right. So anyway, so you guys have this truck, and it looks suspiciously like ours.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's,
like
it's
extremely.
the same year, and did you get it from U-Haul?
No, it had been private owned.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But it was a U-Haul truck.
was a
We
U-Haul
had to-
truck.
We took all the. There was like 3 layers of plastic on it, or the vinyl
all
on
that
it.
okay.
so-
advertising.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
we must have spent 2 weeks taking that
Yeah,
off.
ours
Oh,
still
getting all
has
the
it on there.
advertising.
They just painted over it before we bought
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say one difference is yours is nice and like smooth as the white. If you look at ours very carefully, you can see all the stuff under where
Yeah.
they painted.
Yeah.
Well, eventually we want to plant. I want to do a picture of a
Mountain
mountain scene with a turtle climbing it because our box truck is called the Box Turtle.
Anyway, the box turtle.
Yeah.
You need to face that way when you're
Oh,
talking.
the Box Turtle.
So you've been building this out. How long have you been working
About
on
8
this?
months.
8 months, yeah.
Since
I-
We
June.
understand.
Yeah, it took me about
Yeah.
that long. I think I worked pretty solidly for 6 months, and it's
Yeah.
mine's not done yet.
Yeah.
So.
But we've been through a couple of hurricanes, or at
Yeah.
least one good hurricane.
And hot weather,
so-
I'd work about 2 hours and go take a nap.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Gotcha.
Quite
So
a
after it's
hurricane.
done, you're
Oh.
going to do an occasional weekend camping trip, right?
No.
Like 8-month trips.
Eight
We're going to go
months.
on like
In the
8 months
Rockies
trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Very
Canada.
Yeah.
Very
We'd
cool.
like to go to Alaska, but I don't know if we got the nerve.
Well, we'd have to get a bigger gas tank because I know they
Yeah.
say well on one of those roads there's no gas stations and
Long way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and y'all know the gas is it don't get a good gas mileage, but
Yeah, we just
you
did
do
a
what you
video
can.
about that.
Yeah, you do.
If you couldn't hear her, because she turned away a little bit, she was hoping on theirs to put a mountain scene with the turtle climbing up the mountain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't-
that's
Yeah.
okay.
Now here's the cool
I got to
thing.
talk to the dead cat there.
Here's the cool thing. We've now
call
been
it
in
too.
Florida here for about 2 years, and
Well, part of the time, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've owned the house here for just over 2 years, and they have been followers of ours, viewers of ours for quite a while, and we just recently discovered that we're going to the same church. But we didn't know that because they go to the first service
Yeah.
and we go to the second service. So when we made that connection, so here we are just
Yeah.
getting to be friends. And
5 miles apart.
Yeah, 5 miles
Well,
apart.
I think it's more like 10, but you know,
No.
I don't know.
Not very far.
It's only 4 miles to town, so about another mile.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll
So
argue
anyway,
about that later.
so would you like
We don't
to
argue.
would you like to give us a tour of the
Yeah.
of the-
Okay, Jim can get y'all in there.
Come on.
So you did it very different than we did because you put a door in the back, which is what most people do,
Yeah.
and we put our door in the side.
Yeah.
And I see that you've got some solar panels up on top.
800 watts.
Okay.
It's all wired up there, but it's not wired into the system yet. We're just about finished, but I'm trying to get up the nerve to hook it up.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I had the professional friends in Utah
Yeah.
do ours for us.
Yeah.
So
I have a sawmill, so the cherry and cedar trim this door, I built the doorway out of cherry, and then the bed frames are cherry. We don't have the mattresses, of course, but it's just about finished. But we're trying to keep the curtains and mattress out until we can get completely finished. There's all the power supplies. Most of it's hooked up, and we have a closet. This is where we hang our clothes, or will. We haven't yet. And then this will be boxed clothes and stuff here and here. And we have a 2-burner gas stove and a boxed in container for a 20-pound gas, propane, that's sealed and vented out through the floor. And then we got a set power refrigerator freezer combination, runs off 12 volts.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
This is actually
Thanks
this.
to Bill and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we copied them.
Yeah. This is actually the same brand and model that we have.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Look at that sink.
Got a sink, and we're just going to put a little drain with that little, I forget now what you call a little flap instead of a P-trap.
Yeah.
And then let it go into a 6-gallon container. That'll be our gray water. And then there'll be 2 6-gallon containers with fresh water. So
Okay.
3 of those will fit underneath there. Then we got a shower.
Oh,
that
that.
we just use that with a pump-up sprayer like you'd spray your garden, a 2-gallon one. And we found out
beautiful.
we can take a shower with a gallon of water.
Oh yeah.
And it just goes through the floor. There's no tank, so if we're in a campground, we'll just put a 5-gallon bucket under there and catch it.
It's basically clean water.
Yeah.
I mean, we use Castile soap for everything in the camper, because then anything that goes out, even in the gray tank or whatever, that's very biodegradable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're not going to hurt a thing just letting that drain out.
No.
Yeah.
We found these milk crates.
Yeah, we use
That's
those
what
too.
we use to show you.
We found a place that they're like new, and they want them $3 a piece. So I got 14 of them, and there's 8 of them back here, and a little strip to keep them from moving around. They fit together, so we can can't even hardly see it, and have 8
Yeah.
for stuff that we don't use very often.
Okay.
And then there's 6 of them that goes under the bed.
And so you fit 6 of them under there.
And like
6
there,
on
look,
each side.
yes, look at this,
There's
honey.
one side and
Look over
because
there.
we got a bunch of long stuff that's going to go under there, like
Yeah.
chairs and things,
Okay.
walking sticks.
And
Yeah,
so
So,
I love the what you use on
Same
the
kind of
walls.
panel as y'all
Same as
make.
ours,
Yeah.
except
But-
ours is on the ceiling.
But we've got 1.75 inches of insulation, and then in the ceiling, I put cedar strips over the metal strips so I could screw this to it. And I
Right.
came out here on a hot day, and where the insulation was nice and cool, but that cedar was hot.
Mhm.
So I used some of that reflective bubble stuff you put under a tin roof. I don't remember what you call it. Something like that. Anyhow, I put a layer of that before I put the paneling up
okay.
to keep from the heat coming through that cedar.
Sure.
Yes.
So the ceiling is the most insulated, and the walls are still 1.75 inches.
Is that the commode spot?
No,
No, we've got we'll
it's
have
going
to
to
show
set
you
in
our
the shower.
commode.
Oh, it's not a commode; it's a throne.
Yes, it's our commode.
Okay.
Well,
Are you
you're
gonna set
sitting right in front of him. Didn't even see it, did
Yeah.
you?
No, I didn't notice. So you're going to do the same thing we did, with just leaving it in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
then I
set
just-
it out when we
I
take a
just set it out
shower.
and I take a shower.
Yeah, that works really well.
It's got a little side pocket on it for we use cat litter, and the toilet paper can go there.
Yeah.
And then a
Yeah,
5-gallon
so
bucket
handy.
with double bags
Okay.
and cat litter.
Okay.
And we try to keep the urine separated from the
Sure.
solids.
Sure.
It's easier that
So,
way. Anyway,
no smell at all. It's a sealed
mine
lid,
doesn't
and
either. Yeah, I'll show you.
we used it in the van, and it worked great.
Good. So what is the rest of that space up there for?
We don't know.
You don't know?
Wow.
The Berkey is going to sit right here with the faucet over here. We'll strap it to the wall somehow, but we're really not sure what we're going to put up here. It's going to be extra space.
Have
you-
you found so far that when you put the mattresses or bedding down, that this becomes a good place to sit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
just
a
high enough
10-inch
to
mattress.
sit, and then we could put a table right here,
Yeah.
and we could have what 4 people here comfortably
yeah.
and have a nice,
Do you have
And you
just
can
like
find
a folding table that goes there like we do?
Not
or-
yet.
We haven't
Yeah.
gotten anything
We're not
yet,
sure
but we're
what
trying to
we're
figure
about.
out
Yeah,
what,
but we'll show
what
you
we
where
want.
we, yeah,
And we'll-
we
Yeah.
got ours.
And will the beds somehow fold out to be together, or they stay
No,
separately?
stay
No,
separate.
we stay
Permanent.
separate.
Okay.
That way they're not have to
Screws to
crawl
the wall.
over each other, just
Sure.
like us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could if you say grandkids wanted to come visit, you could throw a board across there and
Yeah.
put another
Yeah,
mattress.
put a
Well,
little
and I said, I don't
short
mind, if
table
Bill wants
there
a hug,
and
he knows where to find me.
Yeah.
So you have a 3,000 watt inverter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the same thing that we have. Do you know how many amp hours of battery you've got?
No, I don't. It's 3 lithium batteries.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can put out 400 amps. That's
Okay.
why it's got a huge cable coming from the battery. I
Right.
don't think we'd ever use that much at a time.
Right.
Because 400 going in, by the time it comes out 120 volts, you probably got 40 amps coming out. I
Yeah.
don't know what.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing? You got AC on the, where's your AC?
We haven't got one yet.
We don't even have anything that needs AC so far.
Oh, you're talking
got-
about AC.
Huh?
No,
No, air conditioner.
air conditioner, I'm sorry.
We were wanting to get the kind of like y'all have got, but they're too wide to go here.
We'd have
So
to
yeah.
split it. Put the pump there and the unit here.
Yeah,
I
we
think
would-
it would fit that way.
We may do that, but we haven't decided yet
Yeah.
because
And of course, one factor with that, just I'm sure you realize, you're already driving something that's quite wide, so you don't want to
have too much
have
distance
something
Right.
sticking
sides.
out.
No, they're talking about the inside unit
Yeah,
over
so there
there.
would be nothing on
Yeah.
the wall
Oh,
but on the
that's-
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would put the outside unit still on the back,
And then that in the.
and then the other here, and I think we can.
I think that makes
I've
absolute
got-
sense.
I've got AC run up here,
we're gonna have a
and
window.
down there's an AC plug under
Oh, yeah,
there in
yeah,
case
right
we
there.
need
And I
it.
want a window over
Okay.
here at this
And
my side of the room.
I haven't wired it yet because I just ordered a pole saw that's the right size to put the AC
Absolutely.
for shore power. There'll be shore power. I've already got the wiring for it, but so we can. And this plug here, right now it's plugged in where there'll be shore power,
Yeah.
and all you do is unplug that and plug it into here, and there's no chance of the two systems getting plugged together.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
So
Yeah.
put a lot of thought into that.
Very
I don't
cool.
care what it-
Well, I'm really impressed. Obviously, you still got work to do, but it's looking good. It's looking, quite frankly, more professional than mine is.
Well, I don't know about that.
I need
Did
to.
a
I need.
good job.
Still need to finish painting mine and putting molding and all that. But this all just looks really nice.
It's beautiful. I'm finding that it fascinates me how that you took the same exact space that we have and you're coming up with what you need just like we did, but in a
Right.
different way.
Right.
And I just think that's always so interesting.
Yeah.
It's
See,
amazing. Everybody does something different, and when you see it,
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh wow, that's a great idea."
Yeah.
And you want to take the best of everybody's idea.
And it-
Yes.
you put enough thought into it, you make what works for you. My cousin looked at a factory built van, and they had a bed crossways and then a bathroom behind it. So if you needed to go to the bathroom, you had to climb over
Over
a
the
queen
bed.
size bed to
Yeah,
get
I
to
mean,
the bathroom.
I just think it's so important. I think living in a tiny house, as long as we did, I
Yeah.
learned how to look at a space and say, how am I going to keep this from driving me crazy? How am I going to make it work?
Right.
And a lot of that went into what we did with the truck, and you want it to work without constant hassles and headaches and that kind of stuff. And it was so much thought, so many different floor plans and stuff in that truck, so much. But now that it's done, and you're going to find this when you guys take off on your trip, now that it's done and we've had a chance to spend 6 weeks constantly in it, I'm so thrilled that I don't think I would have done anything any differently. That, whew, because you can't change it now. But I think you're going to find that this is going to be a really workable.
We had a learning experience in having that Sprinter van, and for 3 years or 4?
3 years we went.
3 years we went out west,
Okay.
and we made it work. And now we feel like we're in a mansion when we come in here.
Oh, yes.
We can walk past each other.
I love box trucks because they're wider. This is full 8 feet wide. Room to pass each other in the hallway, and it's tall enough that you can stand up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 7.5 feet
and
tall.
square edges for
Yeah,
mounting.
it's easy to put in the cabinets and stuff because it's the square corners.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love that.
Actually, when we lived in the tiny house for so long, 5.5 years or so that we lived in there, I think that as far as just maneuvering room, I think my truck actually has more maneuvering floor space than that little.
Yeah, a lot of
tiny
people
house.
think, how can you live in something so small? But you know, after you go for a while, you realize you don't need all that stuff. I mean, we've got
Yeah.
a sticks and bricks home, you know, and everything, but we love being on the road and not having to have all that extra stuff that we don't use.
After a while,
simplified.
you know where everything is.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You never know in
It's
a
so
house.
much easier.
You have a system. You know, we work together beautifully in that truck. And you know, we just did the video comparing what would it be like if we traveled in a car and took hotels and all that kind of stuff. And,
We watched that one.
yeah, and I love knowing that when it's time to settle down for an evening or a night or whatever, I know where everything's at. I know it's clean.
You're in
I
your
know
own
I've
bed.
got I think it's
Yes,
wonderful.
yes.
I'm going to build a door to go on here. It's going to be insulated. I'll probably take either 3/4 or 1 inch of that foam and make a framework out of 1x2 cedar probably, and just sandwich it in with a thin plywood and glue it with caulking.
Are you going to have it open
Silicone
toward
or
the
something.
shower, or how do you want to open it?
It's, yeah, it's going to open this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had to do the same thing we did and cut a hole through here,
Yeah.
and the box and the cab are not attached. So he actually told me he learned how to do this from watching our videos.
I
right?
did.
So he actually watched a lot of our videos to get some ideas of how to do this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just really impressed with it. I
Yes,
just really love
we
it.
are.
Yeah, because we watched y'all's videos and we was like, okay, Bill and Elizabeth did it. We can do it too.
It's pretty cool to be kind of inspiring, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, because that's what we found y'all when we bought this. And we're like, well, let's see who's got box trucks out there. And y'all were one that popped up. And we started watching. Hey! You know, they're doing the same thing we're wanting to do.
Yeah.
And y'all are a little bit ahead of us. And we were like, we can do it.
Yep.
Okay, so I see that you have a ramp here.
Yeah, that's what we're probably going to use this summer because we're not sure how we want to build steps. I think maybe temporary, maybe permanent. I want to put a little short platform and then a step halfway to the bumper, then the bumper, and then something that can hinge or on a cable or something for the last step because we don't want more than about 7 or 8 inches of step
Right.
per step.
All right. So this is actually the ramp that's built into the U-Haul. It
Yeah.
slides up inside.
Right?
Yeah.
So
They're not. Well, we got
it'll be all right to use for now.
As long as you have the room to pull the ramp out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be maybe get a small step ladder or something to a
Yeah.
two-step ladder.
We can go out the front if we have to.
That's
It's a
true.
little awkward, but we
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay, good. Well, guys, thank you. I really enjoyed. What an amazing job you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
wood
enjoyed
is-
showing you.
The wood
We
is
like to
beautiful.
show it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. That's understandable. You're going to find a lot of people wanting to see it as you travel around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everywhere we go, probably at least once a day, we get somebody saying, "Is that an old U-Haul? Cool. Can I see it?"
We had somebody ask us just the other day. We had stopped to get something for breakfast, and
Yeah.
there was a guy, and he's talked with Jim for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you haven't put windows in it yet. You said
Not
you're
yet.
gonna-
We're
put
going
windows
to
Put windows in.
Once
Probably
you-
not this year, but we want to put a window over the sink
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen area and one by Sherry's window so she can lean back on pillows and look at the scenery.
Absolutely.
Once,
Two
once
windows.
you put the windows in, it
We've
looks
already
even-
got windows.
It even looks more like an RV, and,
Yeah.
and you'll get
yeah.
more people saying, "Is
Right.
Oh, yeah.
it's a slide sideways window. It's got screens already. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
it's got to be set in place. It's
Yeah.
not going to be hard to put
Everything.
them in.
Yeah, he's put in ours. I always kind of think of ours, it looks like, it's not one, but it looks to me like an expedition vehicle.
Yeah.
So I
That's
always think
awesome.
that's really cool.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that thing looks rough and tough.
Yeah, you could go to Africa in that.
So this video was not a planned video. We just came out to spend the afternoon with them, and they wanted to show us the truck, and I thought, hey, I bet you guys would like to see this too,
Yeah.
because to see that we're not the only crazy ones.
No, but there's lots of crazy people in the world.
I am expecting an Academy Award over this. So.
I doubt it.
Well, this thing's going to work beautifully for you guys.
Well, I guess I hope you enjoyed that tour of another DIY camper truck, box truck. So thanks for watching.
Live simple,
Live free. You be blessed.
yes. And thank you guys. And we love y'all. And I said y'all. I'm in the South.
Oh, she's been in the South too long.
Anyway, we love you, and of course, we will see you all very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Telling you, just watch.
So, yeah, we just stand there like this. So pointing
Oh, we all stand here
like this, but looking at the camera, just kind of like.
Yeah, look at yeah. You don't have to turn that far. You can kind of just this kind of thing, because we want you to show up.
Okay, do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.